Welcome back.
Good morning. And we're back here again. So, today in our wonderful ship out in space now. That's what we were able to do yesterday. We are going to be redesigning this. Now, I gotta see if we got the materials. Preferably I want to make this we're going to be redesigning this our small vessel today, the one that's warp capable. We are going to be redesigning it. Hopefully we do not have any armored windows, for instance, blocks, plates. Now I have, do not. I think we used up the last of it, didn't we? Yep. Okay. What are we missing? Got a ton of iron ore. We gotta go make a trip to get a bunch of this. Yeah. That is our goal. We need to get a bunch of it so we can redesign the ship. Well, to make it more armored. Which I'm thinking probably for the sake of yeah, probably gonna just start tearing this apart now. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. This thing is way too large. We need to start the redesign now with the blocks that we have. We got plenty of blocks to work with. What we'll do. Make sure that the structure has been turned off. It's good. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to make this ship a little bit better. When I mean a little bit better, I mean smaller. Lower its mass down to something a little bit more manageable. Oh, we can hold it down. That's cool. Let this thing kind of take up space too long. Gotta be careful not to accidentally take out the floor. But with the blocks that we have here, we're gonna have more than enough to take apart and put back together. We're gonna have to also see if we have the parts to be able to redesign the ship with weapons. Currently, the biggest issue with this ship is that it's not, we can't defend ourselves. multi-charge. Okay, multi-charge. There's one. Like 2 of them. $213. That alone could make the ship. That alone could. I mean, technically, we could just warp the entire capital ship there. Technically, we could do that. In fact, I might actually do that. Ring. Ring piece A, thank you. Also gonna have to put bigger engines on this thing, because this is gonna be more of a combat vessel rather than a mobile base. Just drop this down into its, just all the way down from scratch. A little bit easier to fly, maneuver. Now that we've, learned new things about the build mechanics in the game. Also learned a couple of things on the back end of this game. One, the game is built in Unreal, which is the game engine I'm very familiar with. The Unreal Engine is something that I used to play around with back in high school. I'd make multiplayer maps in Unreal Tournament. Using the Unreal Editor. That explains the physics side of the game. They seem a little familiar. It's gonna be a while. But how this new ship is going to work is it's not going to be hollow. Not going to be hollow. It will still have cargo space, but I designed the ship with the idea that, we would be on planets that would require a quote-unquote safe area. Right. But now that, my spacesuit will pretty much give me as much oxygen as I need to be able to do what I do. We don't need it. We're gonna build it something a lot like that, but a lot larger. You have to remember to take all the warp crystals out of the ship before I retrieve the blocks for it. If you retrieve the blocks before everything is off of it, at least when it comes to fuel, items, like liquid fuel, if you don't take the fuel off, it's gone itself. This is way faster than salvaging. Way faster. But also very expensive. Power-wise. I've also discovered that there's a planet creation. There's a planet generator program in the Empyrion files. I was playing around with it last night. If I could figure out how to, get one working, let's see if I can make my own scenario in the game. Something that's got like a ton of planets to explore and all that. If I can get that to work, at the end of this, you're going to see how many blocks I put into this thing. That's way more than necessary. But again, it's a learning process. Learning how to use what's necessary in building. Now, RCS is off of this thing. I have to get all the fuel off of this thing. I'm gonna do right now 2,500. Move all the fuel from to. Okay, we can get all of it, but we got all that fuel off of the ship. I can get all the fuel tanks. We don't need an oxygen system. Don't need it, but we'll have it so that we can grab oxygen straight off of the ship if we need it. We're gonna keep it floating. We just need to not get into the cockpit. Fine, it'll be off the ground. Besides, we're in space, we can have it float off the ground while we work on it. Okay. Fuel tanks. Generators. Inventory's full. And turrets. We're gonna put them over into here. They're out of the way, and the ungodly amount of RCS we have and thrusters that we have on this thing. So we don't have to make them; they're already made for us. Blocks, spotlight. Armored locker, which we don't need. Sheer number of unneeded parts on this thing is kind of ridiculous. Where are you? Oh, the generator. Yeah, this is where the block is. That's the important block. Oh, where we have all the crystals. That was weird. It kind of changed color for a second there. Wow. Yeah, this thing was massive. It was huge. Couple of pellets here. Pistol, laser rifle. Make yeah, we're kind of changing our construction philosophy when it comes to what we design. At least so far when it comes to our smaller ships. In fact, the next time I play, well, the next playthrough I do this, which is going to be on a different scenario. A different scenario with a lot more planets. That was something I discovered while playing this. Is that the scenario I chose only had 4 planets. I can go back into the game files and look at the scenarios, and it'll show me exactly how many planets it's going to have. And this one only has 4. It's a fairly small world, which is perfectly fine when I'm trying to learn how to build in this game. But that way we definitely can't accidentally get in this thing and have it like fall to the ground. Oh. No. Being careful not to. Oh. All your oxygen. All the oxygen. Good. I think we lost a little bit of it, but it doesn't matter. Only 1 container worth. So once we've built all the things in this playthrough, and we'll play it at a harder difficulty. I feel. Reload. Oh. Keep the blue blocks there. I don't know if all the blue blocks are required. also play around with symmetry mode. That's the building. I think if we leave it alone, it will. Enough. Grab you. Nothing in there. Oh, there was something. Fine. You off. Oxygen off. O2 bottle. Why that dropped, I don't know. Dropping off. You off. All 4 landing gear. Cargo box. Ensure that we have everything up. Not that big of a deal if cargo boxes are torn apart. In the fridge. That will happen. Okay. Rest of the roof here. Like I said, we are starting from absolute scratch. There's like no button to like completely dismantle the entire ship. No. Completely rethink the entire ship design. Okay. Whew. Now, we're going to put all the important parts on first. That is the short-range warp drive. This is the part that it's going to be designed around. This is going to be the center of the vessel. Right there. We need to build everything around it. God, oh my god, 9. We got 1,000 blocks in this thing? Really? Did we really? 1,000 blocks. Holy crap, that's nearly as much as the capital ship that we dumped into this. Shows how ridiculous our warp drive tank there. Need that. Need regular fuel. Oh, there they are, fuel tanks. We got plenty of parts to be this thing, so this, that's so we don't need that much fuel because this thing's gonna be a lot smaller. We need generator. Generators. 2 generators should be more than enough for this thing. Now, for the sake of getting this thing started, I think I'm probably going to I need a couple of RCS, but we'll first get probably get the basics on this first. Oxygen tanks, O2 station. We will place on the back. like that. Yeah, this is gonna be, the ship is gonna be solid, so no ramps, no armory. I'll drop no ventilation, no windows, wind blocks, not that much RCS. Probably put a fridge and some cargo space on the thing. It's just going to be a larger version of this with a warp drive attached. Clearly what this thing is going to be. Wait, what? There we go. Wondering where that went. That. Okay. Put the other on the other side. That. Cargo is there. Okay. Why is that all weird? All weird looking. Try that one again. All weird. All weird looking. There we go. Better. Okay. Okay, so we got that, we got that. All of our RCS. Oh, invisible. Know that? There we go. I'm gonna that RCS. We'll start out with 4. If we need more, we can always add more. Cockpit on here. Have to drop a fridge somewhere on here. I just did that out of a guess. Sweet. Legacy. Cockpit 6. Cockpit 6. Why not? Well, it is going to be longer. It's going to be better looking. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Breathe that again. Try that again. Yeah. Need something 3 wide. Three by 3 by 3, 5, 2 by 9. Width is 3 by 2. 2 by 2 by 9. 3 by. Okay. Guess I'll go with this one then. That'll work. I keep on forgetting that a lot of the blocks in the game have a second, you know, you can choose what their look is. I'm gonna have to check to see if there's a unfold group. Okay, So it will tell me. Box. Put some fuel in this thing while we're here. Nope. Definitely not as much fuel as it needed before. Might as well put a fridge on this thing. Mostly so that it will have food in it while we're out and about. And on the back. Things are gonna be a lot longer than before. Cargo. Fuel in this thing. Back up. Warp tank. There it is. Fuel was before. Definitely not as much fuel. My blocks here. Thrusters. Oh, wait. 3 on the bottom. So, right there. Up. 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 There. Probably drop. Probably only need the 2 on the bottom. Probably only need 2 on the bottom. Something like this. Nope. This one right there. That'll be the nose of the craft. Okay. Redesign is going a lot better. It's gonna be a lot longer than our smaller craft. By a lot longer. Let's see here. See what kind of. Ooh. B-wings. Wings A. 12 point. Okay. This. Excuse me. It disappeared. Oh, that's why. Okay. Wait, turn on the jet here. Okay. That is actually going to work out just fine. Do that, yeah. You. Rotate you. Oh, not that way. Okay, there we go. Yep, we're good. Okay, this is gonna look a lot better than our pre. Gonna be a lot larger. That's the point. Yoink. Okay. Blocks in here. Probably gonna have to put guns in here. Don't know how big these guns are that we're putting in here. There needs to be a gap for them. And we're gonna have to cover all this stuff up with blocks, much like we did with smaller ship here. That. Not that way. Not stacked on top of each other. Nope. Need to put engines pointed backwards on this thing too. Now I could put them on the wings, which I think I'm probably going to try and do. So, we need bigger engines on the back of this thing. Bigger engine. And we've got bigger engines to choose from. I'm thinking probably these engines. Energy in use, force. Or do we not need that big? Probably not. This thing is not going to be as 5 blocks. 2x2, that's 3x3. 2x2x5. 1x3. You know what? Start out simple here. Let's not go too incredibly crazy first. We can always, you know, add more to it, but for the sake of this ship, I'm just gonna go for these first. These thrusters. Force 350 kilonewton. Energy 90 per. That should be fine. If I need bigger engines, if I feel like putting bigger engines, I could always put them on the edges wings. Should we feel like we need something a lot faster. Also, while I'm here, mobile constructor for emergencies, so we can build some stuff while we're out and about. An engine. I can't believe we used nearly over 1,000 blocks just to make our previous ship. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I mean, literally, nothing should be that huge. Ever. We did use that many blocks to make that small ship. Engines, we'll fit a mobile constructor somewhere on here. Those new ships should work a lot better. Should. For what we needed to do. Small ammo box. Gotta get an ammo box put onto here. Weapons. Gatling guns. Capacitor device. Oh, we can't make the rocket launchers on this thing. Or the railgun. Oh. Do these. Let that run. Engines. not shooting in that direction. That would be bad. There it is. Okay. So, for the sake of what we need to do, do that there. Right there. Doesn't matter if they're sticking out that far. Or does it? Probably put them down underneath. Yeah. There's not a lot of health points on these things, so that's what we'll do. Put them down low. That they down low like this. So that our butt isn't hanging out. No. That way we can do this a little bit. Add a couple of extra thrusters on the back, just in case we lose those in transit. Start out with probably one. You there. Yeah. Put them right next to each other. One. Gotta think about maneuverability here. That's okay. 2 jets. So I've got 2 jets pointed down, left, forward. Gotta get there. I have a couple of jets pointed forward. So we can stop. Left, right, forward, backward. Down, 1 up. Well, a couple pointed up. Like right here. There. Up. I have to pick a fair spot of it. For the sake of what we needed to do. Which we can always, when we go to put engines on the wings, we'll reposition those onto there. So we'll have like directional kind of stuff on the wings. Their Gatling guns put onto this thing. 2 Gatling guns, which initially will help us out. Right there. Gonna be way more useful for us. Ammo box put somewhere on here. Which thinking probably putting it somewhere on the back here. So that's not in the way. What kind of light signals, thrusters? It's gonna be renamed to the Wasp, because the smaller one's a housefly, so one's the Wasp. 9 degrees, 2 degrees. I'm gonna have to up its maneuverability, so we need more RC. This mobile constructor put on here somewhere. Probably put it right down the center. Right on top of the... Put you right on top of the warp drive. Thing should be near ready to go. Grab a couple of RC. For the sake of maneuverability here. 13 degrees? Yeah. Oh, come on. Thing doesn't like to rename. Enter. Okay, good. Rename to the Wasp. How's our... Oh, we're out in space, so of course it's not going to work. Fuel. We have fuel. We have fuel. Good. I'm going to turn this baby on. Holy crap. Yeah, our turning ability is pretty good. Go up. We can go down. Left, right. Good. Forward is really fast. Great. I've given myself enough room. Yes, I have. So I probably don't need as many landing struts as I for. And we also don't need to have it high up. So go with the regular landing gear. Probably gonna something. Right here. Go with the longer here. Oh, right after. Wait. I gotta do this way better, so here. Mirror. How about the mirror function? Country plane, X, Y. I think X, Y will. Building. Lock. Not connected to the. Oh, okay. That's why. Well, that's M. And see if I can get close enough to this thing. N. No, that won't. And okay. I have to eyeball this. Here. Right before the engine. right where that thing initially happens. Correctly, yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay. Okay, there's the wasp. Wasp S2. Or complete redesign of it. Still a fairly light vessel. Good thing about it is that it's a lot more useful to us. Guess maybe. I don't know where I'm going with this. Picking up as I go here. Oh well. I'm trying to. Trying to get to where it's. I don't. Do some a little simpler, I guess. Something like that. I was trying to be fancy. Fancy won't. So. This. Yeah. Just kind of protect all the important bits. Feel like the bottom of this ship is a little not so protected. These blocks aren't great, but they'll do. Just have to make sure those thrusters are not covered up. Probably want to might put something right here. Yeah. Because we got so many extra blocks due to the redesign. There we go. Okay. Get ourselves some crystals for our trip here. Drop off all these. Oxygen off. Oxygen filled. Nope. Turn off. This is a much. Yeah, this is way shorter than the previous ship we had. This is way shorter. Way more. Gonna be way more maneuverable too. May have to put some lights on this thing. Yeah. And it's got one less landing gear. Kinda crazy. Also awesome. Rocket launcher missiles we don't need. We're gonna have to put some bullets into the gun. Wow. Gotta make some food. Actually eat something. Really make any. Go. Nice. Okay. The turrets. They're the same turrets as on this one, right? Gonna land at an angle, isn't it? It is. Isn't that interesting? Check the guns here. Lights, signals, thrusters, powers off. Auto group everything. 4 thrusters in the back. Guns require 15mm bolt. On a 15mm bolt. Okay. Why the bullets themselves don't show up, I don't know. Gun round, 15mm bullet. 50 of them. Those are working. Checking the power on the ship. 85, not bad. Oxygen has not gone down. That's always good to see. That's an empty fuel box right there. It's an extremely empty fuel box. Ship should work a lot better for what we need it to do. For what we need this ship to be able to accomplish, it will accomplish. Which is jump the warp, get to a nearby system, nearby plant system, land on the surface, allow us to mine, and then lift off and come back without having to jump our capital ship there. It's meant for quick trips or for going places where it's not safe enough for the capital ship to land. That's what this ship is designed to do. And once we get a bunch of this stuff, then we can armor it up. So change all the blocks, just start putting armor, layers of armor on this thing. Protect all the soft things inside. Yeah, we're gonna have more than enough bullets. We don't need more than this. We'll turn you off. Our base isn't using up all of our fuel while we're gone. Oh, bolts are in there. Let's make sure that we need warp fuel. That's what we need right now. Refined crystals. Add another bunch of those on there. We got like 53 raw materials, so output count 2. Okay. 1 crystal equals 2. Drill is nearly dead. We have a backup. Got multi-charges. Got 4 drill charges, so probably Probably make a couple of drill charges. Like to upgrade to the rail guns. We'll probably put rail guns on this thing also. But for the sake of what we needed to do right now, this will be just fine. Okay. Here we go. 800. Fuel's fine. Manage. This is way better. This is way better. Okay. There's our capital ship floating out in the middle of space. We did that yesterday. Now, first and foremost, map. Vector map. Where do you need to go here? Go. And warp. Our new ship is going to be useful. Very useful. That's a weird sound. There we go. Great. The Wasp. That was a quick redesign. Reload. Get back on. Get down to the surface here. The statistics on this thing. Okay. 10 meters per second, up, down, left, right. So, not bad. And the size is a lot smaller than it was before. It's a lot wider. Well, nearly as wide. Actually, smaller all around. Really. We didn't put oxygen in this thing. Oh well. It's fine. Here we are. Brake back on. Kind of like a delta wing, really. Delta wing we just made. Pretty sweet. I just turn off and brake off and have it just coast. Oh, it's not gonna let us coast, is it? Gotta take it out. Mouse back in the center here. There we go. Hi, you. Supply station. Okay. Radios defense. That's... Whoa. Whoa. That's why we put blocks on the bottom, so that we can keep ourselves from being any of our bits and parts shot from below. Out. That. See the back of our ship, just in case any of our parts fall off. Iron deposit, that's good. What are you? You friendly or not friendly? Not friendly. Abandoned drone. Yep. Going this way a little bit. Drone following us? No. Our next thing we need to figure out is how to take out those buildings, the turrets, the large turrets. Figure out how to do that. That is the starport, right there. Which means we're gonna have to find out a way of taking out large turrets like that. I don't have any lights on this thing. Our power usage here. Just doing just fine. Deposit. Love to redesign this thing so much easier to work with. What the heck are you? Floating out in space here? Hey, no. Roll vessel. Ow. Okay. Nope. Angle out. It's a full vessel. Yeah. Took some damage. Repair that. Yeah, upgrade to armored to where are you? Are you both drones? Large drone. Got you. Gotcha. Reload. Check out what they dropped. Sometimes they'll drop goodies. Or just fuel. Fuel's fine. Oh wait, that's a rock. And drop. Oh. Stop. Really? I'm gonna have to reposition my yeah, I gotta reposition my landing gear. spots that I chose is not going to work. Oh, that's why. What the? Rocket drone. There's another one. Okay then. Time being. Here. Got our prey here. A little bit of fuel. Fine. Oh. We got incoming. Plasma drone. Okay. We not have every single drone showing up on our doorstep, shall we? That'd be great. Well, good thing I made a combat drone. Well, a combat ship. Grab the large drone. Got us bullets. Jet going here. Go check out the plasma drone. See if it dropped anything useful for us. Then we'll go check out the other drone. 4 drones that were located here. Warp fuel just laying about everywhere. I'll fly there. Make sure that this thing is low enough to the ground to where I can get back on it. The other rocket drone. I think I've gone to that one first. Up. We're close enough to the ground. That one we've already looked in. We have to go to the other one. Glass, steel plates. Not too bad. Pick up a plasma drone. It's still falling. We gotta wait for that thing to fall all the way down, or stop moving at least. So let's try and keep ourselves from moving. How about that? There we go. You just need to make sure not to fall off. Closer. A little further down. And using our plane as a, using a ship as a platform. There we go. Plasma cannon cell. Oh, yeah. Off we go. The plan is to make this thing armored and maneuverable. That's the plan. It's a work in progress. All of my ships are work in progress. Pretty soon we'll get to a point where we get one that's like well designed and take on most situations. You know, we'll have a couple that are multi-purpose, and we'll have others that are multi-purpose, and also ones that are not so multi-purpose, specialized. You get ourselves to the hole we made the last time we were here. We definitely need ourselves some better landing gear placement. Finish off the rest of this. With a small constructor on board, we can any warp crystals we happen to find, we can always turn into fuel to be able to get back. Man, I nearly finished this one off. That one is now finished off. Mark that one completed. They made the icons a little bit bigger, apparently. That's cool. Well, we're gonna go to this one. Okay. Point kept. Much of it as we can. This is actually a very nice looking ship. Yeah, the ships look a lot better when you make them form first. Well, I mean, function first. Who we got? Reload. Who are you? Rocket drone. Gotcha. Reload. Okay. Down low here. Can't exactly land with this thing. Well, we kind of can. Doing on fuel 91. Okay, somewhat right below the surface here. Good. Right here. Get the rocket drone parts. Okay, a little bit of fuel in there. That's nice. Nope. I might think it might just do my very first warp jump with my capital ship. I'm still debating that. It's like, do I? So it would mean I'd have to immediately start looking for crystals. Which there's plenty of crystals down here. I'm just worried about our defenses on the ship. May have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to make some turrets on our ship here, on our capital ship. That way, if we do come here, our ship can defend itself while we're out and about. Because there's really no warning system to tell us if our ship is under attack or not while we're gone. That's my biggest worry. There's our 57. Reload. Thing's gotta get broken eventually here. I mean, it's just gotta break all of a sudden. I got an idea of what happens when they break, but I'm letting this thing break just to confirm that. I mean, do we get resources back from if it's destroyed? That's the real question. One of the questions I'd like to know. I'd like to have answered. Or does it just disappear from my inventory when it's destroyed? But yeah, the planet and solar system generator program that they have hidden in the files. I'm going to be playing around with it in hopes of being able to make myself a scenario with a bunch of planets with different climates, with a variety of different climates. Why are you not? Excuse me. How long are you gonna take? This is a big rock. That's odd. Durability 26. Or does this thing like just become useless when it gets down to a certain durability? I don't know. Let's reload this one. See if it just becomes useless. My durability gets too low. What is up with this rock? There we go, that one's... What is up with this one? That one is confusing. You rock confuse me. We'll probably come back to this one later. We've got like over 1,000 of this stuff, and I don't plan on, you know, making anything beyond just the ship that we currently have, heavily armored. So. And we can always head back too. Heck, we can always bring the capital ship here. What can I make in the cap? Oh, it's okay. It's similar to the mobile constructor. Just a couple of extra parts, like weapons, ammunition, a little bit of food. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Can we make a? Yeah, we can. We can make we can make fuel. None of the big stuff, but enough. Yeah, get out of here then. Okay, let's go moving. Manage into space. 1, 2, 3 space. We're only going at like 49 meters per second. I could probably add an extra engine up, down, left, and right to kind of speed up our ability to maneuver. Been reloaded. Good. That off. Okay. That station though. I could click the moon. Like, yes, send me to the moon. And go. Okay. Yeah. Back to our ship. Who are you? You are different from the other rocks. Is this the remains of the ship that I used to have? Debris. Destroyed vessel. Destroyed vessel. Huh. Interesting. there anything useful in these things? Destroyed orbital defense. Destroyed vessel. Some of those ships look nice. Vessel. Interesting. Very interesting. Can I salvage these things? This is interesting to me. Ooh. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can get some of these turn this on so stop. Yeah. Jet on. Okay. Let's see if I can salvage. Heck, if I can retrieve the blocks. Nope. Yeah. Access plasma turret. That's a plasma turret, huh? That's nice. See if there's containers in here. Other faction. Ooh. Excuse me. I don't like that sound. Get to the bridge, I guess. Access cargo. Ooh, they do have cargo that I can access. Ah, we'll take all your things. Fuel? Thanks. Can't access the fuel tanks. Bummer. It'd be pretty cool if I could. It'd be pretty cool if they added to the game to where you can salvage bits and parts off of wrecks like this. What is that sound? I don't like that sound. That's actually. Wow, this thing has got a lot of oxygen on it. Extremely tight quarters, though, for a Apple ship. Oh, elevator up. Okay. This is the bridge. Oh, there's a hole right in the roof. What do you know? Yeah, I don't see any other cargo. Granted, I haven't exactly looked in all the places. Capacitor. Yeah. Cargo? Bridge. Burger! Burger, burger, burger. Burger. Burger! Apparently, for some reason, that the they use power, but they don't use. Oh, that's cool. They have access to the roof. Giant guns. Rocket launchers? I don't think that's what rocket launchers are supposed to look like. Just a thought. Anything on this thing? Orbital defense. It looks like it had guns at one point. Yeah, the Wasp is near the one that we just looked at. Apparently the temperature that we're currently experiencing is negative 108. Isn't really doing much to us. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, look, cheese. I'll find the cargo containers, which are over here. Maybe, possibly. Oh, there we go. Thank you. What about you? Fine. Why does it beep? I don't know why it beeps. Why you beep? Explain yourself. Thrusters S. Rocket turret. Engines on the back. They look like they're lit up, so they almost look like they have power. But they don't? What are you out there? I have to go and check that one out too. Oh, this was cool. Yep. Back in we go. I didn't realize these were here. Pretty sweet. Where's the other destroyed vessel? I'm just looking out in the containers here. Looking for cargo of some sort. Something to salvage. And explore these things a little bit. A lot of the ships I've noticed that the game kind of provides, they're always like tight quarters. There's not a lot of, breathing room inside of these things. There's not a lot of space to grow. I've seen this one before. This is similar to one that crashes on the surface. Yep. That one. I do like the ability to EVA like this. To be able to look around at wrecks in space. Right, vessel. I do not see any cargo boxes anywhere. This looks like the nose of something. Nose of a ship. Yeah. The good thing is that this game is at least space is silent. When you're out in space, it's silent, and the only thing you hear is your jets. As it should be. This one had a landing pad. I think. Or that was just decoration on the side, maybe. Okay, just like the top or the bottom? Probably the top. Oh yeah, this is the top. Fasten. Armored automatic door. Yeah, that's a landing pad right there. Ramp. Ooh, container. Multi-charge. Cargo box. Computer. Nice. What kind of computer? NVIDIA? Arc. Ooh, lots of cargo boxes. I'll take. I'll gladly take. Any others? Fuel? Can't access fuel. Open you up. Very interesting. Any holes on the front of this thing so I can get into the front part? Yes, there is. And no, that's the other side of it. Go. Nothing else in there. I had a couple of containers. Anything else? Have we seen all of them? Yeah. I don't think I've seen this one though. Yeah, I haven't been. Silicon. Oxygen here. Cargo. Holy crap, there's a ton of cargo. Fusion cell. Why did I pick that up? Copper. Estrium. Oh, okay. What is a very inexpensive thing I can drop? Biofuel. Copper. Gold. Awesome. Alright. What is something we can drop? Go. Copper. What else we got? Copper. Multi-charge. Iron ore. Neo stuff. Okay, we need to. I got cargo space on my ship. Drop a bunch of stuff. Hey Mark, how's it going? Cargo space here. Oh yeah, it's currently covered up. That's why. I have to do this. Devices. Cargo box. Access. Drop all of our ore off. And the raw stuff. Yeah. Get back in the ship. Grab what we can. Nice. Give me more. Good. Check the other side. Probably, nope. No more cargo space over here. Bridges. Nice. Milk, also nice. More milk. Can't open the doors. I can't blow them open either. Oxygen, other faction. Wait, where are you? 4. Anything else? Nothing else? Yeah, I think we're good. Into the chip. Back up. Yeah, I think that's all. Not 100% sure though. Checked all the other floating wrecks. That doesn't have anything in it. Whoa! And we're fast. I think this might be the last one. That's here. Funny thing about these vessels is I can't tell if it's upside down or right side up. I don't think this one's gonna have a... I don't think this one's gonna have a cargo container in it. Yeah, this one's probably a cargo container. Oh, wait. Bottom floor? Nope. That's right where we were. Be thorough. Won't leave anything behind. Nope. Nothing. Okay. Back in their ship. Let's get back to our floating home. Turn off auto brakes. Drift. That was cool. That was pretty cool. The fact that there was a whole bunch of debris kind of just out in space. But yeah, we redesigned the our larger small vessel to this thing, which is called the Wasp. We went and got ourselves a whole bunch of ingredients that we need to be able to armor this thing. So we're going to be upgrading all the parts now so that it's a little bit more armored, so it can survive a fight. And then we're going to have to figure out how to get ourselves better weaponry so that we can actually start taking out the turrets, actually getting inside, start destroying some of these hostile buildings that we've been running across, and find out what kind of weaponry we need to be able to do that. Okay, 6 kilometers away. We should be seeing our ship any time now. This game is potentially massive in scale. What we need to do eventually here is we're going to have to build ourselves bases, which solely exist to basically grow food, make oxygen and water. There's a ship. Looks tiny now. I do like that there's a little bit of drift. Stop. There's auto stop here. And ours. Home away from home. Not pretty, but it works. And land. Go. off. On board we are. Yeah, this thing's gonna need I'm gonna have to place these things in a different spot because the butt of this thing is dragging. As soon as we can make ourselves some better weaponry and place it on the sides of this thing, that's what we'll do. We'll put the landing gear on these things. We'll put them on the wings. And a better spot on the wing. That's the wasp. There's our housefly. Okay, grab all the things here. First and foremost, we gotta put all this stuff onto here. Iron ore. That's the fine stuff. We can put those on there. Dust. We have to drop all the cheese and milk off. The other food. We'll get all of our ore that we have stored up on the ship. Cargo box. This one. Access. Go. Nice. Currently, right now, we've got this thing all working on minimum power. So, just enough to keep an atmosphere on here and keep the gravity going. Just enough. The gravity generator doesn't go very far, unfortunately. How much power are we at right now on this? More than enough. We could warp our entire capital ship to that other planet. But this is the main reason why we need an atmosphere, is so that the plants don't die. Heal myself a little bit here too. Yay! Refill our suits a little bit. Okay. This way. But for a very first capital ship, it's actually not bad. Now that I know that a gravity generator is not required on a capital ship, or any ship for that matter, what I'm probably going to do in the future is I'm going to design a ship that is designed with a zero-G environment in mind. So essentially, how much space a garden will take up will actually be like, we'll have gardens on like 4 sides. So it will be more of like a hexagon shape as it goes down. So we'll have like one garden plot on the bottom, one on the top, and one on each side to kind of save space. It will look pretty cool when we get that made, but that'll be on a different playthrough. Also, I've discovered that the gravity generator has a limit to how far it can go. It's not like you detach it to a ship and it, covers the entire ship. There's a point in this when we go this direction that gravity will just shut off, Bink, like that. We have to put our jets on. So we have to, if we're going to be having a gravity generator, we're going to have to put it somewhere centralized in the ship. And I designed the ship with gravity in mind. But if we're not going to have gravity on a ship, then it frees us up to think in more, all sides of the ship, not just a floor. When you design a ship with no floor in mind, it makes it a lot easier. At least for me it is. Oh yeah, that's right. Gotta drop off the milk so it doesn't spoil. Also, we won't need elevators That's another benefit to a zero-G design. We won't need any elevators because our jet will be our elevator. I'm gonna drop off fuel here. We don't need to have it on us. But yeah, defenses. Here. Capital ship defenses here. I'm probably gonna go with minigun turrets. Plasma turrets, I don't know. How much damage? 350. How much damage does this give off? Ray of fire, max range, rotation speed, turn 20 versus 80. Number of hit points. They have similar hit points. Energy in use, energy in use. Doesn't say how much damage this thing does. Plasma turret doesn't give off damage. What the, huh? That's 80 damage. So, cannon, 700. Ooh. I might have 2 cannons, top and bottom. Well, let's, start out with minigun turrets. 2 on top, 2 on bottom. Let's start out there. I'm trying to think about defenses for the capital ship because there are certain places that we need to go that it would be beneficial for us to bring the capital ship with us. Because it would shorten our trips and it would reduce the number of crystals we have to burn in order to get resources. And in order for us to do that, we'd have to go from this place of relative safety to a place we know that drones and other ships will spawn. And for being a giant capital ship, this thing is actually fairly maneuverable. Okay, how many blocks is it? 3 by 3 by 1. Maximum amount of these things I could have on one ship is 6. So we're about to... we could put 2 more in locations. Yeah. Not bad. Module, drill turret, flak turret. Current range 975 meters. We can't afford it. Doesn't say how much damage it does. Maybe we can find out from the ammunition itself. Find out. Black shell. Output count. It doesn't say. Railgun does not say. Artillery shell does not say. Well, that sucks. Not gonna tell me anything, is it? Plasma cannon, nope. Okay, the ammunition does not tell me what kind of damage, what its damage output is. So that's unfortunate. Okay, so we're gonna, while that's working, we'll place some jet on. Let's start out at the bottom, mostly because when we're going to be landing, we're going to be... this is what we'll be relying on. Put it right. One right here. We don't need anything down there. We're going to put one back here. Rotate a little bit. 2 minigun turrets. Oh, that's not centered. Okay. Ah, that's not centered. Okay, we're gonna have to move that then. 3 blocks, please. Ah. Well, at least they have a lot of hit points. The good thing is that these things will keep firing. This, that. I see a blind spot. Oh. One gun there. One gun there. Back in the ship. I can close you. Don't need you open. I can also ramps. That's for when we're landed, all of our hover vessels will come out of. Ever since we redesigned these ships, we've had a lot more room to place other ships inside here, which is great. Okay. And 2 guns for the top part of the ship. Look at the size of that thing. My god. That's a huge turret, by the way. Okay. Oh. Very top. Right there. And can't put it up here. Oh, we could. Yeah. I'm not gonna put it there. Let's put it right here. There. Minigun turrets. Yay! Okay, we need smaller. We need a couple of smaller turrets. Got a bit of a blind spot right near the back where the engines are located. We're gonna have to fix that. Something. We gotta put something there. I also gotta figure out how to be able to have the turrets be on separate, activations, so that I can activate only the miniguns, only the smaller guns, and then the flak guns completely separate. That way, if it's a target that's coming from a very long ways away, I activate the flak guns. The flak guns will try to take it out before it gets too close. If it gets closer than that, then the cannons will engage, and if it gets beyond that, then the miniguns and the smaller turrets will take it, finish it off. Thinking. What's the maximum amount? 8? We only got 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 on the top. We'll put 4 on the bottom. We're gonna have to go to the asteroid field before we can make the flak turrets. Or we're gonna have to go to the snow planet and kill a whole bunch of ice golems. How we're gonna find those, I don't know. I'm surprised we found these. That's pretty sweet. The fusion cells are the ones that give you the most amount of fuel. We just got the ability to, we just got the blueprints required. Wow. We got giant fuel tanks on this thing. We got a lot of fuel available to us. And we have to make all the bullets for all the guns. So we're gonna have to make a ton of bullets here for all the guns that we currently have on our ship. Probably gonna make, how many cannon turrets? Maximum of 6, so maximum amount. Make a couple of cannon turrets. Probably, let's start with 2. 1 on top, 1 on bottom. Let's start with 2. Granted, the ones on the bottom are not going to be able to fire really well when we're landed, but out in space, you have a 360-degree field sphere around you, so at any one time, half of your guns can only fire. Which is fine. Drill turret is not going to be useful for us. Okay. Got that working. Okay. Jets. Okay, get the ones on the bottom. Got it right there. Thinking probably right here. These guns are designed to take out things that get too close. Oh. And they auto track, so the direction they're facing isn't exactly that important, but I want them to be kind of positioned in such a fashion to where they can protect the hangar, which is really the most important part, where I come in and out of the ship. So we got 8 total. Yeah, we're concentrating on defenses today. We redesigned the larger small vessel, the Wasp, formerly the Applejack. And now we're just outfitting our capital ship to make sure it can defend itself while we're trying to land on surfaces. Cannon, turn you off while we don't need you. Yay, cannons. Yeah, I'm thinking... Yeah, that's not wide enough. Well, technically it is. Where in the heck am I gonna put you? Okay. Probably put it... I want to put this cannon to where it can do this. Okay, yeah, that's where we're gonna place it. I want it to be somewhere halfway, nearly halfway on the ship. Probably gonna be around here. Point it out, and we'll put another one on the other side. We are going to have to place some blocks so that it looks like it's actually attached to the ship here. I think we have a couple of blocks. So I'll add 2 angled blocks and 1 blocker in front. Almost like I planned this ahead of time. Yeah, not really. Iron steel blocks. We'll do... Yeah, use a ramp. Why not? Go. looks sweet. I love that. And off to the other side. Go. Regular block right there. Okay. Sweet. We got 2 cannons on each side. We've got mini guns on top and bottom. Feel like I should probably make a platform back here for eventually a turret of some sort to protect the engines. For a future gun right here. We gotta figure out what to put there, though. Stop it. Keep on hitting the wrong button. We gotta figure out what we're gonna put there, though. On the back. To protect our ass. Probably put a cannon back there. I need something that fires fast, though. And we've hit the maximum amount of... Did we? Might have. Wait. Let's do 3, 4. Yeah, we have 2 more slots. We have 2 more guns of the minigun type. So I could probably put a minigun back there to protect the rear part of the ship from the top, top rear. We do have a gun down below, but can only hit anything that comes from that angle. I'd love to be able to put some artillery on here, but multi-turret. I would love to be able to put this, but we can't afford it yet. And we don't have the blueprint unlocked yet either. Pulse lasers. Pulse lasers sound so nice. They're probably expensive as hell to fire though. Energy 5. Oh, it requires charges. Okay. EV charges. Okay, never mind. Laser charge. So cannons require, okay, 30, 15 rifle rounds. So we need 30 and 15s. We need 30s and 15s. I think I'm confident enough to where we can make a trip to the ice planet with this ship. Then once we get there and I feel safe to land this thing, then we're gonna try and design ourselves a hovercraft that can mine. So we're gonna make a mining hover vessel with a little bit of defense on it, just in case we get attacked. We'll have to find ourselves a relatively flat space. Gonna be easier said than done, really. Okay, 2 miniguns. There's a whole bunch of bullets for all of the weapons here, and we're gonna have to go and load up our ammo crate. Okay, so we need rifle rounds for the smaller guns. Put that up to 100. Those are rail guns. So we need 15s. A bunch of 15. And a bunch of 30s. Rocket turrets. We have so many more turrets available for us to be able to... Minigun turret. Ooh, on a hovercraft. That sounds like fun. I'll let that just go. Do this. Get ourselves to the back of the ship. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Minigun in the back. Protect our booty. And you know what? I'm gonna put one on the top of the bridge. Why not? Cannons, yeah. I probably should put like cannons on the flip side of that so they can shoot down too. The top of the ship is going to be one hell of a place you do not want to be, because there's a lot of guns up here. The bottom of the ship is not so defended, but we still got all these smaller guns down here. Fine. Okay, bullets. Many bullets. Lots of bullets. Do this. Can't. 6. All our turrets are on. We'll turn them off for the time being. Just so we're not using up power, just keeping them on. Now, the ammo box is located inside. Later bullets. No, that's for... Let's put those into the, into this vessel here. That's for my heavy small vessel. That way to go. Let's finish up our bullets and then we'll head out. Now we'll be ready to go. Oh, we make a rocket launcher, pulse rifle, projectile rifle round. Damage 67. How much damage does a gun that we currently have? 70 damage. Must be a tier 2. 73. Damage 600. Shotgun 100. Rocket launcher tier 2. Sniper rifle. Sniper 132. 135. A lot of damage for a rocket launcher. 42. Explosive. Attached to a surface, it will explode after 8 seconds. I think this is probably what we need to be able to... I think that might be what we need to be able to get into those buildings. I think we have to blow them up. We have to blow up the blocks. Yeah. We're gonna have to try that out, I guess. Steel plates. How much iron do we have left? I think we got plenty. Got gold ore all of a sudden while we were looking around. Nice. Yeah, I think we're good. One more construct and we'll be fine. Drop off those. There we go. That's more than enough bullets for all of our turrets. All of our smaller turrets. The idea is not to let them get that close to where those tiny ones are, have to open up. Statistics, device logic, signal logic, auto group, yes. Thrusters, turrets. Okay, they are all configuration, attack, other factions, aliens, prey, predators, no. Warp drive, turrets, mounted weapons, thrusters. I don't need, I'm perfectly fine with them just, okay. Other factions, aliens, mounted weapons, thrusters. I'm perfectly fine with them being able to fly around. I just want them to take out, I want all my turrets to be able to take out their turrets, their mounted weapons, their warp drive if it's available. Select on which turrets should shoot. If nothing is selected, turrets will not shoot. Okay. Other factions. I don't care about prey or predators. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Turret group. Group, turret. I can make groups. Okay, I'm gonna make name active here. Can I select more than one? No. Add group. Devices. I want to make a custom where it's like long range, short. Long range, short range. Artillery. And I'm going to put those into their own group. So a minigun. Add to last group. Add group. That way this will be, yeah, we'll do short range. That way I can control which guns are firing. And we're going to add to group. Ammo box. Yeah, we need to make one. Add a group. Long range gun. Long range guns. Add this to add to group. Long-range guns. Cannon turrets. Cannon turrets I feel like are long range. What's the range on these? Current range 800, 700. Two cannon turrets, I guess. It's going to be more. It's going to make a lot more sense to put those into mid range. Let's make a short range. Okay. And this is going to be sentry turrets. Group, yes. I do like how it remembers. That's the last one. Group. Add group. Add group. Group. Add group, yes. Okay, so short range. Short range guns, and I think the mini turrets also. Range, long range, short range, long range. Bison. Long range guns right there, and these are regular turrets. Okay. Probably make another group. Actually, I should probably put the mini turret. Yeah, I should probably put the mini turrets into short range also. Because if anything dangerous gets within short range, I should probably be opening up with a lot more than just the smaller guns. The mini turrets should be the mini turrets and the mini guns should be all pretty much unloading. Short range, long range, range. Why does that happen? Short range. Oh, here we go. Short range. Yeah. Main. So goes up by 100. Fine. Consumption. Bison. Yeah. Long range. So short range guns should be ignoring predators. Other factions. Yes. Alien warp drive. Turrets. Thrusters. Don't care about thrusters. But generators. Generators are usually extremely buried within the superstructures of things. Ignore predators. The cannons should be focusing more on the generators, possibly the thrusters. Mounted weapons and turrets are going to be very difficult to hit, so we're going to want to hit much larger targets. Long-range guns, ignore aliens. Okay. These ones are going to be hitting much smaller targets. So we're good. What? Oh, I have to hit, I just noticed the apply to group. Okay, ignore all this stuff. Okay, apply to group. Okay, good. This one, short range. Ignore predators, because that's a waste of bullets. Mounted weapons, turrets, ignore the warp drive. Thrusters. Apply the group, yeah. Yeah, we're good. How we doing? Holy crap. Yeah, I think the minigun's covered for a while. Yeah, our minigun is covered. Which is good because they shoot extremely fast. Hence the minigun. And the 30 millimeters. I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to make a trip out. Okay, we don't need that many. Just let it finish off this. And we can show you off. Okay, so let's also make sure that we have enough warp crystals to be able to make it to this planet. Millimeter. I think we're good. I think we're more than ready. Okay, how are we doing? That. Okay, off we go. Okay. Up we go. To the cockpit. To the bridge. Change our view. Do this. Out a little bit. Can we go down? Alright. Change view down. I want to get closer to the ship. But we're kind of in a weird angle in here. No, not that. Z. Z. Change the angle of this thing. Shift. No. Let's zoom out, zoom in. Where is it? Alt. Yeah, it's kind of in a weird spot. Where's the angle down button? Oh well. Okay, here we go. Let's move her home. Marking target. Out. Rotate. Oh, rotate the other way. Auto brake is on. Yeah, it rotates a bit slow, but it is a capital ship, so. We'll have to fix that eventually. But here we go. Going to main. Get thrusters engaged. Turn off auto brake. Off we go. Other way. We do not wish to go back into the atmosphere. We're gonna have to go down to the surface once we get into orbit and get ourselves a bunch of fuel made. Might be fast enough now. Yep. Off we go. So we're now moved a lot closer. So we're gonna go into auto brake. Rotate ourselves so that we are able to see. A little bit. Actually, we'll rotate like this so that everything can be seen. So let's go into power here, turn off thrusters that we don't need anymore. Turn off those turrets Okay, that burned 85% of our, well, we got down to 85, so that we went from, that only was 4%, not bad. And we're here. Now we made it to the snow planet. Or we're gonna get way better materials here. Now that we're here, we're gonna have to start designing ourselves a hovercraft. That's cool. It's cool just seeing the planet off in the distance like that. Back just for... just to put that up to kind of see it off in the distance here. Kind of almost treating these bay doors as giant windows. Okay. This way. Okay, so we need to get ourselves a hovercraft starter built. I'm gonna have to place it on top of a block, well, a couple of blocks, so I can work on it. We need to make ourselves a... we need to make ourselves a hovercraft that can be used for mining, because we want to get into much faster, and we want to be able to get materials a lot faster, ideally. Yeah, there's that. Did I not place this on my ship? Do I have to place it on the surface of a planet? Is that what I have to do? Or on a base? I can't build this on the capital ship. Well, that sucks. Oh well. We're gonna be going down to a planet, I guess. Trying to build this thing. If that's the case, we'll probably have to make a base down there first. Okay. Okay, so we have hardened steel blocks. Probably make ourselves a bunch of concrete blocks for the trip down. Actually, concrete. Airtight, okay. Airtight, they're airtight, okay. Armored concrete blocks. Why not? We have enough iron now. Yeah, we're gonna have to... let's go for the armored concrete. So... blocks. So we'll go with armored concrete. First we have to make a landing pad, and then we have to make a building right next to it. Where we're gonna put, like, you know, ground turrets and all that kind of stuff. Keep it defended. And we're also gonna have to put solar panels on this thing. And we'll do that, okay. So let's, we need enough to be able to make ourselves the landing pad. We'll make the landing pad first. And we don't need anything huge. I designed the capital ship to land, but we're going to try and avoid landing as much as possible. Because this is where the majority of all of our stuff is located. The last thing we want to do is lose everything because we got impatient. At least this thing is fast. In fact, I'm probably gonna make 2 landing. I could probably make 2 landing pads, or just one. Yeah, one will be fine. We'll make 1 landing pad, and we'll make a hangar for a hover vessel to hang out in, which will be our mining. It'll be our mining vessel. Go. You off there. Turn you off. Fuel 84. Why are you turned on again? Odd. That is odd. We have options. We can use the smaller one or the larger one. I think probably the smaller one, because we've got the cannons in here. So that, since we actually can fly this thing here now. Our smaller vessel. Yeah, I think we placed the capital ship in a good spot. It's halfway in between the 2 planets. Actually, it's not as halfway as I thought it was, but it's closer to this planet. Off we go here. Okay, find ourselves a relatively good spot to place this base. Something semi-defensible. Probably just go right here. Yeah, this is a fairly flat spot. Yeah, that'll look good. That is just fine. This is one reason why I need this thing to be airtight. Oh shoot, we have to get a base block. Fuck. That sucks. Oh well. Good thing we brought the base with us. That would have been a long trip. This is the first, this is going to be the first base that is going to be designed to defend itself. Much like the ship. Where is... Let's see here. Ship. Waypoint. Home. There. That's weird. Bring you off. And drift. Slow down. Oh, stop. Not collide into the side of our ship, shall we? Side. Oh, there we go. I was hoping to have it be quote-unquote docked. That's the engine room. This way. Gotta get the base block made. Base starter. I'm gonna make this base more like hexagons rather than a block. So rather than a box, it's gonna be a hexagon. It's gonna be a hexagon pad with hexagon enclosed spaces. They're gonna be hollow structures. I'm gonna try and put some windows on it, but first, landing pad. There we go. Bring the windows to base. Turn you off. Yeah. Take two. There we go. Back up speed. Unfortunately, the waypoints turn off when you change, if you make your capital ship a waypoint. Apparently the waypoints reset on any vessel that goes from one planet to another when it goes through warp. I wonder if this is accurate. The outside of the planet, how it's wrapped. I wonder if it's accurate. If so, how accurate? Okay, we need to find a spot that's flat. And once we get our base placed. Well, we're fairly close to where we were. Let's go surrounded by trees, which the oxygen level on this planet is very minimal. Go right here. Kind of up on a hill though. Oh well. It's gonna be flat for what we need. It's gonna be flat enough. Ooh. Oh, there we go. You off. Yeah, right here sounds good. Right next to a protheum deposit, so we'll go with that. We're good with that. Okay, base starter. Let's start out right. Probably up on the hill, so we don't have to do a lot of digging. Go with that. Turn the jet on. Go right here. Done. Create a new base. Yay. Okay. So we're using armored concrete. We're trying to figure this out with oh good thing I didn't. We want this thing to be big enough to where any of our craft and land on this thing. Just trying to figure out how wide this thing needs to be. And we'll fill in the corners later. Doesn't have to be too big for the housefly, but it's going to be pretty good for what we need here. Let's go with this. One more block wider and it should be fine. Because I'm thinking about the wasp, how big it's going to need to be for that particular ship. Yeah. Okay. Make sure on the map to mark it. This for the map. Base. Right click. Waypoint. Mining. Base. Tier 1. Oh really? It. Want that one. Okay. Mining base 01. Falls off the surface. Get ourselves some more blocks. Into space. Our brakes are already turned off. Capital vessel. Still haven't named this thing. Kind of drifting up, so I'm kind of hitting the. There we go. We're going straight. We're also gonna have to check out all the asteroids out here, so we'll have to make another vessel to be able to do that. That's gonna be a small vessel that's designed for mining only. Brakes. Auto brakes. Whoa. Nope. Open up, please. There you go. Park right here. Nope. Pretty sweet that we're making gonna be making regular visits out here. Okay, blocks. Armored blocks. 40. How are we doing on 84? We're doing fine. Hasn't moved much. That's good. Other oxygen. 89%. That's barely even moved. That's awesome. Once we get this, I think once we get this base up and running, we're gonna have to at the very least probably land and drop off our hover vessel that we have on board, and then go back into space. So at the very least, we have at least one down there to be able to go and explore. But we're gonna have to make a mining cover vessel down there, which is what we're trying to do. But we have to get a landing pad at least made first. Then we have to make a whole bunch of buildings off of that. We're gonna have to make a constructor down there so we can make materials while we're down there. But I feel like we should make a building that just has cargo space. Where at the very least, if we need to survive in that base, we can. In case something goes horribly wrong and our capital ship is not available for habitation. Yeah, 40 of those. Yeah, that might be enough to be able to finish off that. Backwards. There we go. All brakes off. Full speed ahead. All that good stuff. We're eventually going to have to eat. We're nearing the halfway point for food, so probably look into that soon. Good thing is that our spawn point is close enough to where, and we have another ship, so if something goes wrong, we'll be able to kind of just land the capital ship, pick up our lost vessel, and continue on. No difference in power. Negative 70 right now. And it's going up. Is the sun coming up? I think the sun is coming up. Might be. And darker though. Kind of odd. Silicone deposit nearby. Let's park right on top of it. It's wide enough to where at least the housefly can get on it. Put 'em off. No one out here yet. That. This. Hey Pride, how's it going? Sounds like radiation? Yeah, this entire planet is irradiated. There's no way around it. Okay. Get our landing pad made here. There we go. One more side and we'll be good. There's our landing pad. So there should not be any life then either. Oh, it depends on what 4.7 rads is worth. You know, 4.7 rads, I guess, is really not that much. There is trees. The oxygen level on this planet is not exactly huge. I mean, in fact, it says that there's no oxygen on the planet at all. Not sure it isn't my field. Yeah, it's not mine either. But we redesigned the we redesigned the other ship, so it looks similar to this one, but like 3 times as big, which is nice. What we're needing to do right now is get ourselves started on get the this ship kind of situated here. Oh yeah, I gotta put this up on some blocks. But we're gonna need some sacrificial blocks of some sort. Yeah, there's no, yeah, that's decently hard. There's no oxygen on this planet. So we got that started. We're gonna need to get ourselves some blocks to play around with. We gotta get all the major parts off of for the hover vessel too. I'm currently working on trying to get a mining vessel. So a hover vessel that can mine for us, so that we can get all the resources off of this particular location. Yeah, we're going this way. Frigate, you need fuel to travel. Yeah. Right now, so far, we haven't been burning through our fuel very quickly, which is good. I mean, the only amount of fuel that we've been burning a lot of is the smaller vessels that we have. Mostly because that's what we've been flying around most of the time in. The capital vessel is burning fuel fairly slowly. Asteroid hits you. Oh no! Right? But our capital vessel has been outfitted with turrets, so if I wanted to land, I can. If I wanted to land on the surface of this planet, I could. It looks just so tiny out here. Yeah. Lower ourselves down. Put the auto stop on. Okay. Engage hyperdrive, right? there we go. Oh, wait. Back on board. Now we can get off. There. Critical mass core failure. Yeah, right? That'd be horrible. Okay, so we need to get ourselves hardened steel blocks for small for our hover vessel here. Steel blocks, hardened steel, combat steel, hull blocks. Okay, it's twice as much to be able to get that. Let's go for the hardened steel. I haven't gotten into severe combat yet, so we haven't been hit very hard, but and we don't need armored windows. Do a base. Make one truss. Yeah, 2 trusses. That way we can get the engines positioned on the bottom just right. It'd be sweet if they had alien invasions on your base or random shit like meteors hitting. Have the weather or threat of whatnot. Yeah, what it would be really cool for them to add would be like alien wildlife that's out in the vacuum of space that can get on board your capital ship while out there, so that when you come back you'll have like an infestation infestation of like some alien creature, and you have to take them out because it's like bleeding power slowly and whatnot. That'd make things interesting. But first and foremost, we need to get this ship made. So we need a cockpit, of course. Thrusters. We don't need anything extremely powerful, but we also want it to look cool too. Hover vessel. Yeah, mediums. Mediums are fine. Get 2 of those. Hover engines. 2x2s. So let's try 3. Let's do a tripod configuration plus the hover booster. They could add a reproducing thing for mobs, yeah. If you kill off the species, it's gone off the planet. If you kill the food source, you've effed yourself. Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's add like 4 of these. Fuel tanks. Generator. Medical station, maybe. Clone chamber, probably not. We are going to need spotlights on this thing, so add 2 for now. Detector, yes. Cargo box harvest, absolutely. I've been playing Warframe, I see a lot of stupid people. Multiplayer games, man. Especially when they're shooters. You know, not everybody's gonna be exactly smart. Kinda how it goes. See here. Want the detector. Probably want to add a couple of lights on this. Lights on all sides, really. That's it. Let's add a couple of flares. And we're gonna need to put regular thrusters on this thing too. The good thing about this is that we don't have to put as many thrusters. It's just forward, back, left, right. People leave the mission and you're like, not getting a mission, item reward, loot because you didn't evac, or other things that pass important. Yeah. Or they play like COD. Yeah. Like, hey, Stop it. Stop doing that. Okay, I don't think we need oxygen on... Actually, I think we probably do. Yeah, we probably do. We probably do. Oh. Yeah, I gotta get the docking pad too. Because we have to dock this to the base when we're done. Hence why we need the hangar bay. A pressurized atmosphere hangar bay. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing multiplayer, competitive multiplayer games. It's just easily tilted. It's just like, ah. I work to 12 tomorrow, so I should be able to catch a bit of the show at home, depending on how quick I shower and sit down. Yeah, not a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully this is we're gonna have enough resources to be able to make this hovercraft very quickly. Drop you all here. But it's gonna be a tripod hover placement. Once we've built all the things and we kind of get ourselves a sense of we've been to all the places, so we've still got to be able to get out to the asteroid field, see what that's like, and come up with a tactic of being able to mine, get resources all out there. And we also have to go to the one station that's in the system. Once we get that all figured out, then I will feel confident enough to do a faster efficiency playthrough, where there's a play mode where it adds a ton of more. It's going to add a ton more planets. There's a scenario you can do where it has a ton more planets in the system, with a higher variety of difference in between the planets. Right now we only have we have 2 moons, a temperate planet that we start on, and a snow planet that we're currently orbiting around, which is not much. To go from like a summer climate to a winter climate, not much variety. But this other scenario that we could play has got a higher variety. It's got radiated planets, it's got desert planets, it's got cold planets, hot planets, barren planets, things that are closer to the sun, things that are farther away from the sun, all that kind of stuff. Nope. Yes, we got the boosters. We need all the different components. I'm gonna need the drills, and we need a minigun on the top. So minigun on top, and I'm thinking probably 2 drills and the harvester module. Yeah, you still gotta figure out building and crap. Messed with the game a few moments. 5 restarts to see variable plants. Still a bit. See you the rest of the day. Yeah, you have a good day. I'm gonna be playing around. I'm probably gonna be doing a little bit of mining tonight while I'm playing the game, but anything like building any building or exploration is gonna be saved for the stream. We can probably make another. That solves another light here. I want to make 4 of these things. All on 4 corners, just to see how bright these things are. But things like harvesting, that's gonna be. I'll do that off stream, just so that people are not watching me dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole the entire time. But now that we're out here, we've got a lot more resources available to us. on the starting planet that we only had really iron, copper, silicon available to us. Aside from the moon. But out here, we're going to have a lot more resources available. Higher tier resources. Got a harvester. We need ammo for our minigun turret. That's going to be up on the top. We're only going to have one turret up on the top of this thing, which will allow us to defend ourselves while we're going from point A to point B, while we're in transit. But this is totally an experiment. I don't know if this harvester is going to work. But we'll find out. But the way this is designed is to where we'll land our ship, whichever ship we happen to have at the time. We'll land our ship, we'll go into the hangar bay, we'll grab this ship, go out, get materials, come back, load up everything that we just got onto our ship, and we'll take off, and then drop it off at our capital ship. We still have to figure out how to be able to make a stationary base, a space station rather than a capital ship. We have to figure out how to make a space station, because in our next playthrough, that's going to be something that we'll be using for long-term inhabitation, where all of our resources are going to probably be centralized. And we've got almost all the parts we need. Too bad we don't have like a light that flashes, you know? You know how aircraft have those kind of special blinking lights on them? We don't have anything like that in the game. I wish we did. That would make a lot of sense to have. Do we want a mobile constructor? Have we already made one? No, we haven't. So let's make a mobile constructor for emergencies. Okay, we got the cockpit, we got the forward thrusters. We've got... Okay, we don't need those for the back. So we need 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6. 6. Because these ones are for propelling forward. 2, 4, 6. There's no up or down for this, except for the hover booster, which will just jump us up. And we don't need this thing to have a lot of fuel. We just need a generator and 2 tanks. Should be more than enough fuel to be able to get this thing around. If we need more, we can always add more. But I don't think we need more than just 1 generator. Yeah, 1.8 megawatts. And everything else looks like it requires kilowatts. Yeah. I don't think we need oxygen on this thing either. Because it's not going to have an atmosphere on it, other than the cockpit. We don't need the medical station because we don't plan on getting out of this thing very often. Okay, once we get all the parts, then we'll start playing around with this thing. Show the global direction of the detected ore or points of interest. Does not work in space. No, really? Building things in this game is a process. Tool used for digging holes into terrain and mining resources. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. Keep in mind this particular constructor is the fastest constructor you can. They don't get any faster. So yeah, it takes a while. Minigun requires 15mm. So we'll make a bunch of 15mm for this thing. 20 is fine. I don't suspect this thing is going to be shooting much while we're out and about. Trying to get all the resources I need so we don't have to make a ton of trips up and down. We're not going to use a rocket launcher. Unless we find ourselves getting attacked frequently, we won't. We'll make a combat variant that will have a rocket launcher. Eventually. Possibly. Maybe. What's the output for this? Not gonna tell me, is it? Here. Output. Output count 100. Okay. So we're gonna make 2,000. Around there. Around 2,000. Okay, let's double check to make sure we have all the components that we will need. This vessel. We're not gonna have doors. We don't need ventilation. We got our docking port. We got the thruster jets. We have spotlights so we can see while we're mining. Got a small ammo box on this thing. We don't need the medical kit. We don't need passenger seats, both open and closed. I think we're good. I think we're golden. There are 2,000 bullets. We're gonna load this thing up once we get the turret on board. Now, real question is how much space? Ammo unlimited. Current range 3 meters. So we need to be 3 meters away from the side of. Okay. We gotta make sure this thing is far enough in front of us to allow us to actually mine surfaces. Okay, we're good. Okay, we good. Turn this off. Down to the surface. Let's get this thing started. Up, back. Woohoo! Around. Off we go. Turn off auto braking and drift. The thing rotating. Yeah, it doesn't look like the planet is rotating. Yeah, it looks like it's stationary. Oh, this is rotating very slowly. No, I can't tell. To the surface. Turn auto brake back on. We don't fall out of the sky. Yeah, find our base here. Mining base, 14 kilometers away. Well, that's... It is really cool that you can just fly in a straight line and you will completely go around the planet. Pretty sweet. We're kind of chasing the sun here. How many rockets do we still have on here? 15 and 44. That's actually not too bad. Granted, I'm gonna have to reconfigure the location of the rockets, though. In fact, I could probably put some more engines on this thing, because this thing is supposed to be light, quick, you know, light and fast. This thing's supposed to be just get to point A to point B, you know, get from point A to point B as fast as possible. That's what this ship is designed to do. So we probably could put some of the larger engines. The engines that are much larger than the ones we have on the Wasp, because the Wasp is going to be designed to be more of a combat variant, a larger, heavily armored version of the Housefly. With fairly basic designs. I've noticed that the top and bottom of the fins are different. You see that? Interesting. There's no way to go about it, though. You know, when you flip this thing, in order to make it, you know, the general shape, not the texture, the general shape to be similar, you have to do it this way. What are you? You are a shape I've never seen before. Ruined landing pad. Oh. Interesting. Is there anything on in here? Check. Cargo. Now we immediately get sidetracked. But hey, exploration. Ruined landing pad. Well, it's not too terribly ruined. We can land our ship on it. No cargo. No cargo containers. None, none, none. It's neutral though, which is nice. Off we go. Holy crap, what are you? What the fuck are you? Holy crap! Look at this thing. Arachnid. That is ugly. Can't pick up any of the meat though. That's new. Yeah. Smart thing to take that thing out from with our guns, with our miniguns. Trying to take that thing out without it. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. Where are you? You're probably dangerous. Or you're a crashed vessel. Wreckage. Dude. Hey, that's nice. And you're a new one I've never seen before. You look like a freighter. You might have things on board. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I know. I'm getting sidetracked, but exploration though. Exploration, man. And potential goodies inside. Looking for cargo containers. Ooh, where are you? Thruster regular L. I demand cargo. Not to be confused with S cargo. I want cargo. There's a desk. There's a television. What? Console decorative. Ooh, cargo. You. There's a bathroom in here. There's a shower. Shower tile. The rear engine compartment. Tons of oxidation in here. Expecting a lot more cargo space from this thing. Unless it's already been looted and destroyed. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Almost looks like ooh, another one of those things again. Oh, they're all over the place. Those giant arachnid things. They almost look like they belong on this planet. Oh, hi there. Advanced base. Ooh. Oh, God. Ooh. No, thanks. Behind the island. Behind the island. Well, behind the mountain. Not an island. The mountain. Yeah, we gotta figure out how to take those things out. Because I'm quite sure there's some goodies in those things. Our biggest hurdle, though, is we have to figure out how to take out the turrets. And we have to take out the turrets relatively quick before they destroy us. I also want to see how this harvester works. At the Empyrion deposit. Very useful to us. That's probably going to be our first test of our vehicle here. I'm going to land right next to it, though. I gotta land on top of it. Land right next to it. Go. Off. We're not using up all of our power. Nope. Yep. Truss. I think that's high enough. There we go. Nice. First and foremost, get the engines on board. Let's put right here. One right there. There. Nice. And we'll place some blocks in front here. So we can have a little bit of stability on this thing. Probably don't need it to be that long. Oh shoot! There's a. It's a 2, not a 3. Okay. We can't exactly do a tripod. Well, I guess we could. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to get a 4th. That being the case. So I'm gonna add some more blocks right here. Add another, okay. Fine. Add the major components to this thing. Okay, so thrusters on the back. And ride this thing relatively easily. That'll be fine. Engine in the back. The generator probably right between them. A similar size. Generator right there. Fuel tanks. I want the weight to be kind of stable. Relatively stable. I'm also gonna have the cargo in the back here. Drop some arse. Just a little bit of that. Also gonna drop this off. We're gonna go for something that looks very industrial. That one. Something like this. This is gonna be short and stubby. Yeah. A short and stubby vehicle. Drills on this thing. This is the most important part anyway. Right there. Come on. Ah, no. Up. Fine, I'll use the drone. Okay. Okay, get the cargo box for this thing. Put it in such a spot where I can easily get to it. Do that. Right there. Okay, detector. We need spotlights so we can see. Probably put them. Do this. Put it on either side. There we go. So gotta get that 4th engine onto here. Yes. All right. Find the drills. Go. Okay. Thrusters we'll have to figure out. Mobile constructor. Now I have to be put in a spot where we can still get to it. Probably put it on the nose of the... No. No, we're good. Oh, actually, we could put it down here. That'll work. Yeah, this is going to be short and stubby. Let's go work. Collector on the front here. Okay. Ammo box for our turret. Right on the back here. Can we get this thing on here? Yeah, right on top. There we go. We gotta figure out how to fill that out. Got the docking port. The detector, we gotta put it somewhere on here. Right here. Okay. Figure out left, right, and all that. Bottom here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Probably right here. Yeah. So, right next to the end here. That. Okay, the light signifies where the engine is going to be. Right here. There, right there. Back is covered, left, right, and forward. Which we'll put... Where are we going to put you? Forward. Where is forward going to be? Let's put them right here for now. Okay, we got all sides covered. Armored concrete. We gotta figure out how to put the hover booster on here. And thinking probably like this. Just put that block up there for now so that it at least looks functional. Okay. Figure out how to do this. Probably put it right back here, maybe. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe? Or we could back it in and detach that way. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we gotta get the booster on here. Somehow. That engine. Probably put it on somewhere on the bottom here. Let's put it there for now. Because it looks front heavy, so that's probably a good spot to put it. Okay. Flare lights. Right there. There. Right there. Okay, and one back here. That looks like a mining vessel. A mining hovercraft of some sort. Still gotta get the, we have to get another hover capability here. You there. We don't have any fuel for this thing, so we're gonna have to go get fuel for this thing. I think that's extremely basic ship. Extremely basic mining hovercraft with a little bit of defense. Need one more engine. Okay. Let's sit there. Back up in space. Get back to the capital ship. Turn off auto brake. We're also gonna have to eat too. Get some oxygen. We have oxygen on us, never mind. There we go. Oh. We got 5 minutes left, so we're not going to be able to do much else. I'll just end the stream on the capital vessel so that tomorrow we can test this thing out, see if it works. Should work. But I'm more worried about are the drills far enough forward? Okay. I'll stop. Oh, that worked. Those landed here. Nope, backing. Nope, back. Wrong button. There we go. Wait. Okay. I call that successful. Okay. This goes back to the top here. Back in our garden. Looking out onto the planet that we're going to colonize. So anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me. I gotta go to work. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Gonna be playing this game again. And we're gonna try and finish off the base, which is going to require a lot of mining, so we're going to be using this new vessel we just made, this new hovercraft, a lot. And hopefully this will speed up the mining process. It should. We'll find out. Hopefully 2 is going to be faster than 1, but I won't know for sure until tomorrow. So anyway, thank you all for hanging out. If you're new here, hit the follow button. I primarily play survival games. This is the latest of a long list of survival games I've played so far. And I'll see you tomorrow. Latest.